Hello everybody, my name is Katie and welcome back to my channel, and for this week's video I have a DIY for you, and the DIY is going to be like a banner or sign with like paper roses. You can watch to see me create something, or for the DIY for the roses, or I don't know, for the reason you clicked on this video. But let's just go ahead and get started. So starting off with this DIY, I am opening this banner paper that I have, and it's from the brand Elmer's, like the glue. So I just opened that and kind of like cut the size of sheet that I wanted. I wanted it to be a little bit like longer, horizontally, yes, and shorter vertically. And so I just took my pencil, my handy dandy pencil, and I just wrote out good luck in like a cursive kind of font. I just kind of like sketched it out and like used some alphabet letters on Google Images for reference. And then I went over it with pen and erased the pencil marks. And then I went ahead and started painting. So I got this like really pretty like salmon color, and I just painted inside of the pen marks for all of the letters. And then while I went ahead and let that dry, I started on the roses. I started off by taking a sheet of paper, just a normal sheet of construction paper, folding it in half and then cutting it, then folding it in half again, kind of folding it up triangle wise. I don't know, you can kind of just see what I'm doing here. I don't really know how to explain this than just having you watch. But after I do all of that folding mechanisms, I took my scissors and I kind of like cut a little curve, I guess you can call it, opened it up, and there we go. So then I took the other half of the sheet of paper and I just did that again. So just repeat. You'll have 4 of these little like, they look like clovers because they're green, but these like basically like flower petals. And then on one of them, you're gonna cut out 1 petal. On one of them, you're gonna cut out 2 petals. On one of them, you're gonna cut out 3 petals. And the last one, you're just gonna cut it in half. I hope that's not too confusing. But the piece with the singular petal, I just took a paintbrush and kind of like curled it, if that makes sense, because that's gonna be the middle of the flower, just to provide a little bit of shape. And then with the piece that looks kind of like a heart, you also just kind of curl it. Once again, this is much better just by watching than explaining. I feel like I'm not doing a very, very good job. But I'm taking the 5 petal piece, putting glue on one of the petals, and then like connecting them together. So then I have like 4 petals. Using my paintbrush to also roll in those edges. But yeah. Basically, the rose is a lot of gluing petals together to form like a circular thing and then folding with the paintbrush. I'm just going to let you listen to music and go ahead and follow along if you're making this, or enjoy it if you're just going to watch. I'm back. I hope you enjoyed that. But after all of that folding, you're gonna get a nice pretty rose, and it has a lot of like definition, and it's actually pretty easy. It sounds complicated explaining it, but it's not that bad, trust me. And so I just made a bunch more of those. Actually, not that many more. I only made 2 more for a total of 3, but that's beside the point. So then going back to the sign, it's dry now by the time I finish all that. So I just took my Sharpie and outlined the good luck just to kind of make it look cleaner and for it to stand out a little bit more. And then I took my roses. I was having a hard time figuring out how exactly to glue them to the poster. I like took a toilet paper roll and like did some stuff, but like it just didn't work and it was kind of weird. But then I realized that hot glue exists and I don't have to use Elmer's glue. So I used hot glue and that made life so much easier. And I just kind of distributed the roses, put 1 down below and then 2 up above. And then I thought it was a little bit bare on the bottom where there was only 1 rose. So I just drew some leaves with like my thin pointed Sharpie just to kind of like fill up the space a little bit more, and that way it's a little bit more evenly distributed. And that's it for the sign. Super easy. You can really take this in whatever direction you want, use the roses for whatever reason, or make a sign for literally anything. Thank you so much for watching this week's video. If you liked it, please don't forget to give it a big old thumbs up. Also, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below because I post videos every single Sunday, and I hope to see you back again next week. Bye!